For the past 2 to 3 years, I've been actively searching for a job. And this year, on April 2026, I've got a job offer, an official job offer. I was supposed to start my training in May, but I didn't start because they had a lot of complication. So it's a online job, like I can work from home. And I've got another job offer in late May this year, and I'm working currently, but it's not a job that you get paid hourly rates. Like you get like I work there once a week. No, like I work there, and in exchange of me working there once a week, I get access to the gym, and I can take free classes. It's Pilates class, yoga classes. So it's pretty great, but I don't make money. I don't earn money from this job. So now, the other job, they're still experiencing. Right now, we are in June, and they're still experiencing some issues that um, is made like with these issues. I cannot start working now, so I have to wait, and I don't know when I'll start working. So it's a summer job. I'm supposed to work from May. I was supposed to work from May to the end of July, but now I don't know if they'll like expand the job like contract or timeline. And for these past 3 years, as I was searching for a job or jobs, I've always thought that when I'll be at this point of my life, or when I'll have this, or when I'll start working and everything like that. Basically, I was just thinking about the opportunities that came with the job, the future opportunities, and everything. And ironically enough, I've got two jobs now after searching for years, and I make $0 from these jobs, which is kind of crazy because if somebody asked me, like, do you got a job? I would say, yes, I have two. And they would say, oh, wow, you're probably making like a lot of money or good money. But I make $0 from it. And so I've been thinking about what this meant really, because technically, when you get a job, you get money. Like you work, and in exchange for your service, you get money. And I was basically thinking about the fact that for a long time, I thought that getting a job was gonna give me many opportunities, and I only saw this as the only way to make money or to invest in things that I wanted to do and my projects, etc., etc. But I realized that you can never truly know when you get something what you'll get in return, and you can never really assume. And I've been sitting down and I've been postponing a lot of my projects because I told myself once I get a job, then I can invest in the things that I really wanted. Like, for example, I've been wanting to do this video for so long. Well, I've been wanting to film for so long, and I've bought a few like filming gears, but I didn't start because for me, I had to invest in the best camera. Like right now, I'm filming on my phone, and it's great. I thought I needed to invest in a great microphone, sorry. Then I realized that I don't think opportunities I don't think opportunities is necessarily something that you need to have. I think opportunities is something that you create. This morning I was reading a book about gratitude and self-improvement and everything like that. And the book said, like, you need to wake up and identify 3 things you're grateful for during the day. And I was grateful for waking up, for being able to move my body, and for being able to eat, because not everybody has a chance to live. Not everybody has a chance to sleep on a bed every night. Not everybody has a chance to be able to move their bodies, and I have this opportunity. And also the opportunity to eat, and like, yes, I wonder what I'm going to eat, but I never have to worry about whether I'm eating or not, thank God. And so, for example, like I said, I was grateful to wake up and to have a bed. And how I'm seeing it is using and creating an opportunity, for example, to have a good sleep schedule and to get enough rest, because I have this ability to do so. If I wake up and I'm able to move my body, then I should move my body. I don't have an excuse on not moving my body. And to eat, moving the body is good, but eating as well, good things, and being meaningful when eating as well, and not just eat to eat or being wasteful of food. And so, I'm thinking about the fact that for so long I've been wanting to be independent and make my money, but now that I have jobs and I don't make money from it, it's making me think about the fact that you never truly know. Like, sometimes when you have a plan and you think you know something, you don't. And so, for example, for these past 3 years, I could have found other ways to make money rather than just sit down and wait for a job to come to me. And right now, I don't think it's like necessarily a bad thing. I think it's a life lesson. And if I wouldn't be working, if I was working right now, I wouldn't be able to film this video. I wouldn't be able to finally start this channel after been wanting to start this channel for so long. And so for now, I also think living in the present moment is important, because like I've said, these past few years, I always projected myself to be at a certain point in my life, rather than just using the moment to do something instead of just waiting after something. So in one way, I do feel like I've wasted a little bit this time, but at the same time, I'm grateful because I've learned from my mistake and I'm taking action on it. And I also think that, for example, if I were to start this job and let's say I would get overwhelmed, because I would be like, oh, I'm working all the time, I have no time for myself and everything like that, then I would regret and be like, oh, I remember when I was I didn't have jobs, I didn't have as much responsibilities, I had more free will and everything like that, and me ended up regretting. And so instead of, like, I'm thinking in the future, instead of like regretting, I'm using that time and being meaningful to take care of myself, to work on my projects, to work on myself, to work on my faith, for example, so that when I come to a point where I'm working and I don't have as much time as now for myself, I won't be like, oh, I should have done this. I should have, you know, instead of just regretting, because oftentimes that's what we do. We always think about the future. We never truly live in the present moment. We never truly acknowledge what we have in the present moment. And so what happens is that when we finally come to that point in our life where we want it, where we want it, we end up regretting. We end up regretting the time we wasted sitting down and hoping for the future. Now, of course, it's important to like plan your future and take action on it. But I believe that whatever's meant for you will come to you no matter what. You know, not only bad things, good things as well. So I think that's why it's important to live in the present moment and to be meaningful of that. So that's why, for example, right now I do want to start writing books, journaling too, and creating a healthy routine. I've also wanted to start a YouTube channel, which I am right now, which I've been wanting to do for so many years. And you know, instead of seeing it as like how do I say this? Like a blocking point, I'm seeing this and I'm creating an opportunity to do something else other than just sit down and, you know, wait for me to make money and to finally do the things that I wanted to do. Because there's always things that you can do as long as you live. You just have to be ambitious and you just have to, like I said, create those opportunities, you know, and it can be anything truly. Like I said, being able to move our body, it doesn't seem as much, but it is, because there's a lot of people who moves their body, but it's really hard for them, or aren't able to move their body at all, you know. And I think we've all had that situation where, for example, like you're sick and then you can just breathe from one like nostrils. I think it's that, like one nostril, and you're like, oh, I remember when I used to breathe normally, and like you end up regretting that you didn't like use that time, or you didn't acknowledge this privilege fully. Well, I think now is the time to be grateful and to see the other things and the other opportunities that you have. And so I think another lesson for me too is to never assume that once you get something, it'll work, or once you get something, you'll finally be happy or you'll feel fulfilled or whatever. Because there's many other ways to feel fulfilled and happy, and there's many other things that I can do with my life. Like I said, as long as I live, it's a privilege to wake up every day truly, and to set myself goals other than just, you know, seeing myself for the future. I have to be present and see what I have and use that time, because I'll end up regretting. So yeah, Thank you for sticking with me through this video, and I hope you have a great day.